Hey, sweetie fam. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Forever Patra Denise, produced by Zenny Productions. Y'all see it. Let's get into it. This is my sweet tea. Just because it's tea does not mean it's gossip. Hey, let's get into it. Yeah, if you have not been following my YouTube series of Mama Chronicles, you need to go back and watch my first video. That video will be in the description, and that is called, let me get the name right, y'all, hold on. Single Mom of my Mom Chronicles series. Now, originally, my YouTube name used to be Mom Chronicles 2.0, but I couldn't keep up with the whole content about mom stuff because my kids was not doing that. They wasn't trying to, they don't care to be on camera, okay? And so I needed it to be about me. Y'all get that? Something mama could have, okay? But let's get right into this video. This video, oh, what was that? Oh, my bad. So this video is called Married Mom of my Mom Chronicles series. And I'm going to just talk about the differences between being a single mom and then being a married mom. First, before I even get into that, I want to wish my amazing, handsome, fine, okay, husband a very happy anniversary on Friday, March 5th. Today is Monday, March 8th, and this video will be coming out on March 9th. So just about 3 days ago, we celebrated our 12-year anniversary of love and 8 years of marriage. We got married on the same day we started dating, just 4 years apart, okay? And so we celebrated, we had a good time. I'm gonna insert a picture right here so you can see how cute we was, yes. So I do wanna say that marriage is not easy, but it is worth the work. It's worth the effort. It's worth the compromise. It's worth the selflessness. It's worth it all, okay? And if I was given the opportunity to do this life again, to get married again, I would only want to do it with my husband. That's so period. Because you just never know how people are going to be. Like, me and my husband been rocking and rolling for 12 years. And no breakups, no lies, no hiding money, no, you lying, no, you were supposed to be this place but not that place. No, we've been holding it down. So shout out to our love and most importantly, Black love. All right, with God in the center. Okay, in the center. But let's get back into our video. So like I said, this video is called Married Mom. And the biggest difference between married mom and single mom is being able to make choices on my own with not having to discuss anything or any ideas with anyone. Now, when I was a single mom, I did it because, I just wanted people's advice. When you're married, that's a conversation you have with your spouse. Now, a lot of people have kids with their spouses, so, when you don't bring any outside children in, so any decisions you make for your children is because it's both of your children. Obviously, I brought in a child, but because my husband came to my son's life when he was 2 turning 3, so we started dating March 5th of 2009. My son turned 3 March 30th, 2009. So, my son was very young. His biological father was not a part of his life, or not in the way that we wanted him to be, which is something we agreed on. It's actually something my husband was very vocal about. I want him to have his biological father as well as me in his life. And I was in 100% agreement on that, because shouldn't he have the best of both worlds? 2 strong men in his life, but it did not work out like that for us. My son's biological father did not want to comply with the rules and regulations that we put in place, being that he was with us 100% of the time. If you're the parent that is not involved and the other parent is making all the rules, the regulations, setting schedules, protocols, boundaries, you should adapt to what's there. And then once you've adapted to what's there, then you could possibly make some changes in all of that. And my son's biological father was just not, and has not been a part. So I had to learn how to discuss, things with, at the time, my boyfriend, who was definitely a major father, the only father figure for my son. And that was difficult for me because I'm used to doing it on my own. And I struggled with that. Like, I pulled back and forth. There was a time I told my sorors that I was like, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I told my husband this at the time, but I was like, he's just, you know, I don't want to have to tell nobody about when it comes to my son. That's all me. That's my, but then I had to go into the momentum like, okay, this is a good guy. He has the best intentions for us. Let's see how this works out, right? So, when did I get married? As I just told y'all, I got married March 5th, 2013. Me and my husband started dating March 5th, 2009. So there was a 4-year time period where we got to date and all that. And 2.5 years, almost 3 years of the 4 years that we were dating was long distance. I lived in Chicago and he lived in Bloomington and then in Champaign as well. So that was different too. 2 to 3 things I don't do anymore now that I'm married. So the one thing I don't do is that I'm married is I don't accept like anyone sliding in my DMs now that I'm married, or actually since I was dating, because that's a form of disrespect. I don't play that. Second thing is there's no my money is my money, your money is your money. It's our money. Now that really went into place once we got married. When we were dating, it's still, you know, if I worked, you know, we split everything down the middle. And the third thing is, you know, splitting all the bills down the middle. We just, you know, we have joint accounts. So the bills just get paid. It don't matter who money it is, as long as there's money in there to pay the bills, right? Now, 2 to 3 things I do now when I'm married is every little thing, because my husband is one of my best friends, I consult him or he consults me. It could just be an idea. I'm like, okay, what do you think about us doing X, Y, and Z? And then he'll tell me, you know, how he feels. There's times that I don't like it, and there's times he's on board, you know, I'm on board with it. But I'd rather him tell me how he feels, regardless of how I want to react, than me not being able to go to him. The second thing is something I said I would never do, which I think applies to this that I do now, is I'm what people call a kept wife. I don't pay any bills. My husband pays all the bills. And I like it like that. It's not saying I have to beg him for money or allowance, but as I've gotten older, I like that he takes care of the bills in the household. And I've gotten a lot of slack for that, but I feel like I'm blessed because I remember when it was just me and TJ and we was thugging it out. Or I remember when I didn't have a choice but to help with the bills. Now we're in a place where we don't have to do that. But I see that as evolving rather than that's a bad thing, right? The third thing I do now that I'm married is I struggle with, like, if me and my husband don't, like, sleep in the bed together. Now you're like, Patra, that's stupid. It is. But we, like, even if we're not snuggled up, because we ain't even know how we got to be on top of each other type of sleepers. Like, just know that his presence is there. It's so important to me. And I never thought I would be like that. Especially with us doing almost 3 years long distance. And in the years that we did long distance, we would see each other maybe once every 6 weeks, once every 2 months, sometimes once every 3 months. So now, like, he stay up late and I'll be like, dude, come on, man. I got to go to sleep. You got to come to bed so I can go to sleep. I know. Weird, right? The best thing about being a married mom. So the best thing about being a married mom is I have to do parenting by myself. Parenting in general is hard because there's no code, there's no books, there's no nothing. There's no guideline or outline to teach you how to be a parent to your children. And then to teach you how to be a parent to each one of your children, because you could have 2 kids and they're completely different people. And which, as everyone is, you're different. So the way you parent and discipline or provide accolades to one child may not or will not work for child number 2. And I like being able to have a partner that is very much involved, can tell when, when they're saying new words that, they had never heard before, or go from, sitting up to standing up, or just the smallest things, you know, from riding bikes with training wheels to riding bikes without training wheels. Those are the things that good parents who are involved do. My husband knows all those things about our children. For example, our baby who he was able to get a paternity leave when I had delivered our youngest child, and he wasn't able to do that with our middle child. So he really took the time into just being with her, spending time with her, laying with her, all that. And so now they're like super, super close. And so we were kind of worried that like she wasn't going to start walking, and her and him time. She literally just got up and started walking. Just her and him time. It was her and him time. The other day, and this is obviously years ago, but the other day, she said delicious. She was like, ooh, this delicious. And we like, first of all, how you even know the context? How you understand the context? And he got her to say it a few times. We were like, what'd you say? She was like, this delicious. So like he's there and present for all the little things. And even though when he came in the picture when our oldest was 2 turning 3, or I might say 3 years old, every aspect of his life from that point, my husband's been there, you know, and knows every little thing about him. And, you know, being a married mom has definitely changed me as a parent. I was definitely in survival mode when it was just me and my oldest. And now I'm very calm, more calm than I was before. I'm a bit more patient. I'm all of that because I don't have to I don't have to do the load by myself. And since I know what it's like to do the load by myself, I'm more vocal about when I need help. He, you know, helps with laundry and all, you know, so many other things that, you know, the idea of having the kids being on a schedule, and there's you know, getting up, you know, brush your teeth, wash your face, make your bed, all that. He, you know, got on the bandwagon just, you know, about all those things. And so being a married mom has definitely been a good thing for me. It's definitely positive vibes, definitely a good thing. Being a single mom, 0 out of 10, I wouldn't recommend.
No.
But if that is your situation, hopefully you got some type of friend support, good family support, you know, whatever the case may be, because being a single mom was definitely a very hard job. And I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Being a single mom or single dad, I wouldn't wish that on anybody because it's hard. It's hard. You miss events, you know, you have to pick and choose between, you know, you definitely have to pick and choose between work and supporting your child because you're the only one that's bringing the money. You definitely have to make some hard decisions when you're single. But being that I'm married and I'm in a relationship where my husband is 100% in the picture, I am blessed and fortunate that I even found someone as amazing as my husband is, and that who is an amazing father. And this is someone who never had a father figure himself. So I'm so blessed. And a married mom has changed me in so many ways. I could be talking all day on how many ways it changed me in a positive way. So y'all comment down below what y'all think about married mom. Married mom was a bit difficult for me to talk about because I can literally talk about it all day long, nonstop, because it's almost like a breath of fresh air. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm able to be in this predicament. So, y'all, if you're not a part of the Sweetie fam, go right down into that red button that says subscribe. Click the bell to be notified because you know I'll be dropping videos every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 8 a.m. You want to be tuned in, all right? You want to be notified so then you can be tuned in, right? Y'all, I'm Forever Patra Denise, and y'all be sweet.